off all the pictures on the bottom? All the.
There is. Hang on. I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. And we're live. Hello.
Or I can just double click the picture and it'll.
Yeah, just if you stick that up here and be there. Oh,
okay, yeah. Hello.
Hello, internet.
Hello. I can't hide it internally, but broadcasting it out, I can.
Oh, okay.
So I just did that. All right, there you go. Merry Christmas.
Hide.
You mean happy birthday?
Oh, no. We missed that last week, though.
Yeah.
The conversation
I don't even think CJ heard me.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, birthday! No!
Oh my god. Yeah. CJ found this was it what? Home movies?
I found it.
Carrie found it.
So it's you to blame.
Yep.
CJ just added it to the soundboard for maximum access.
Yes.
/ annoyance.
Access.
Yeah.
Added it to the soundboard for maximum access.
There you go. Sorry, that's me just being weird. Testing.
Why are we reading back? Don't do this to me.
Let's do the time warp again.
It's like every S4 show. Everything seems to work until I do S4 with Jazz, and then everything breaks, and I get like 17,000 of us.
It's the S7.
Oh, the infinite loop. I love
Yes,
the infinite loop.
The infinite loop. The infinite loop.
The infinite
Okay.
loop.
Are we in
Love
infinite
the
loop? Are we in infinite loop? Oh, we are now.
Love the infinite loop.
So
Love
everything
the infinite
is pretty chill, Ashley. What? It doesn't matter language.
Yeah, language is good to go. If you want to do that sort of thing, you will not be judged.
Cool. That's good to know.
I've listened
Dude,
to
she's
old.
Canadian.
I've listened to old geek history lessons before. You guys were like,
It's true.
probably not swear as much since we have a lot of kids listening.
Yeah.
That was Jason's decision. as producer, that's his prerogative.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
Now we have to get really creative about it, but we still swear on extra. So if you want to hear us swear, go support us on Patreon.
Donate $1 or more to hear all the swears you can handle.
Yeah, we actually just launched we just launched another Patreon exclusive podcast called Ashley and Jason's Excellent Adventures, which is like weird stuff about our lives. And if you go and you listen to our if you listen to our pilot episode, we both talked about how we almost got jobs in adult entertainment, not as performers. So go look for that, which is a thing that happens to everyone in Los Angeles because there's just so much porn and it pays so well to work on it. So if you want adult content, Patreon is the place.
Save this for the show. Save this for the show. This is good stuff.
Made it to the States is to go to Los Angeles first. Is that what's happening now?
Yes.
Well, we live
All right.
we live in the Valley too, and the San Fernando Valley is like the world capital of porn production, so it's great.
In like Flint.
Yeah, it's where the plastic surgeons are.
Yeah.
See. An aura. By the way.
Supply and demand.
In the Casio keyboard factory?
You can't have one without the other. Yeah, no.
All right, let's do this thing. In a 3, a 2, waiting for Dale to do his thing.
I'm not doing my thing.
Bullshit. 1.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Mobile audio stream enabled at tunein.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.net/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek I.O. show.
Geek IO. Put geek in and geek out.
Yes, indeed. Hello and welcome, friends, Romans, countrymen, to the Geek IO show. This is the Geek IO show number 190 freaking 7. Recorded Thursday, the 25th of May, 2017. I'm just now hitting puberty. I, of course, am CJ.
And I'm Jared. You licked Vegemite off of what? As Vito.
I'm Raul. Hopefully my liver survives the night, Garza.
I'm Dale. It's so glad to be back in the back seat, Campbell, after last week.
I'm Carrie. Still keep breaking my neck every episode.
Oh.
And I'm Josh, and where's this kangaroo jerky I keep hearing about?
Joining us this week, and we have another guest, back-to-back guests, you guys.
What?
The host is
CJ's here for this one.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't,
Blake out.
Host of some Geek History Lesson podcast, Major Spoilers podcast, the late great Red Shirt Diaries. I can't tell how many times I put shoes in there and immediately reversed that. Of course, future Oscar winner because she is the soon-to-be ruler of Los Angeles, Ashley Victoria Robinson.
Hi, thanks for having me, everyone.
Coming on, I greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on the show personally.
Just sit back, CJ. We'll show you how we did it last week.
Oh, thank God.
I love it.
I'm just going to fade in the background. I'm just going to go back to my prison cell. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be over here.
Blend into the white like usual.
Actually, that was last week's show that
With
I
all those
did.
white walls, it looks kind of like a prison cell.
That was our
Just go hang out in the piano closet. It'll be fine.
see?
Art. Some nice art on the wall. That would help.
Yeah, you need something on those walls, Dale.
Oh, trust me, there's something on those walls. Just don't turn on the black light.
No.
I know what you need. You need a picture of a drag queen licking Vegemite off of her arm on there. Hey, I did it! You got it.
Work it in. Work it in.
Oh my God.
Boring.
Yeah, that's the show.
I'm gonna sit here and man the soundboard. I'll show you guys.
That's the show.
I'm gonna just go on the back and drink man the soundboard.
Sure. Okay, there you go.
So how's everybody been? How's everybody doing?
Alive.
Come on.
The thing is, I asked a question and nobody responded, so I thought Dale did something snarky, like mute me again. Like that seems to happen. So I'm like,
I mean, I can make that happen.
No, I mean, everything's been going good. I mean, nothing eventful, just the normal IT stuff.
Boring old plugging the wire into that wire and taking out that hard drive and putting in that hard drive.
Switching out
Networking
motherboards.
networks.
That's pretty much what I've been doing all week.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
Try not to strangle people with VGA cables.
No.
You still have VGA cables? Wow.
Yes.
You do have old equipment.
Yes, we still have some CRT monitors roaming around.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
Wow. CRT monitors. That's
when the students get real bad, you just throw them at them.
those things are heavy. You can hurt somebody with one of those.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
We finally got rid of all of our Pentium 2 computers.
Wow.
Jeez.
Pentium 2 and
what was
So
Pentium.
where does
on
one
it?
dispose of fossils?
we just put it on a pallet in the back of the warehouse.
Encino Valley. Then you dig up Brendan Fraser when you're trying to get him later in life.
Exactly.
But hey, at least he could be doing the mummy instead of Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Not the
I mean,
same
they're pretty
mummy.
much the same age, so it wouldn't make that much difference.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Exactly.
Not the same mummy
Right.
from what good, you guys. They're doing like the straight up Universal Monsters thing, and that makes me a little bit more excited to see it than weird Brendan Fraser like non-Universal monster mummy.
So they're gonna have the Mummy, Frankenstein,
Yeah, they're
Dr.
reinventing.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, it's supposed
Dracula.
to be a shared universe because Universal's desperate for a franchise beyond Minions.
Well, considering Minions, wouldn't you be?
Also, Minions, not Minions though. They go to jail in this next Despicable Me movie apparently, and oh god.
Oh, goody.
But they make so much money with all of those movies, don't they?
Mhm.
No.
So are they just gonna start making like Minions movies, like Medea movies? Like the Minions go to jail.
Minions,
Oh my god.
I mean,
Minions Save Christmas.
don't insult Tyler Perry like that. The man has talent.
He does have talent. He was great in that stuff.
Minions
And,
Save Christmas. I want to see that movie.
He's also really great in Gone Girl, where
Gone
he's the
Girl,
lawyer. He's so good in that.
He's got
I
talent.
have not seen Gone Girl, but I hear like it's supposedly really good.
It is good. If you want to see Neil Patrick Harris's man parts, that is the movie for you, my friend.
Right, on it. What am I doing here? I'm gonna.
I am in.
Also Ben Affleck's, but before his butt was in the PBS extended cut.
I'll be back in about 2 hours and
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Oh my goodness. So then, let's go ahead and break into the first section of the show. Gadget Game Business.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
God, I need a haircut. I am like driving myself crazy with my hair, like feeling like it's hitting my face.
Wow, that's really quiet.
Yeah.
After that moment, it's like.
Where'd you go?
Did I speak louder or turn up my microphone?
Both.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like super quiet.
Deep throat the
I'm sure
microphone.
Rachel will appreciate it if you yell into the microphone while she's
Yeah,
saying.
right.
Nope.
To the microphone a lot. There we go.
There we go.
I hit a chord. My bad.
Okay. Don't hit a chord.
Try not to.
Don't dink the dongle.
Don't dig the dongle thing. Wow. That's a
Yeah,
callback.
I'm reaching way back.
Everybody's notes. I can't pick on anybody, not even the guest, which is no fun.
We were ready for you this time, CJ.
Yeah, we
Wow.
back. And there you go.
I'm
All right,
quite
so I'm gonna go-
interested in the second part of Ashley's notes here.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna go last because I really want to talk about that second part.
You're gonna save the best for last. Tease.
It's like
That's
a
what-
week old at this point, too. I had to think back.
Wait, is Wonder Woman tomorrow night or tonight?
Look at it,
No,
next
it's
week.
the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
I got to go to a special influencer screening.
So, yeah,
But the world premiere is tonight. The red carpet and everything is tonight.
Special influencers.
Let me just
That's
swirl
what
my
they-
glass
that's
of
what they-
brandy
That's
here.
what the email said.
The email said, yeah, let me just.
Oh, it didn't even come in a fancy envelope. Maybe you're not
Hey.
that big of an influencer.
I'm
less
no
impressed
Justin
now.
Inman.
Needs to at least come on cardstock.
Oh my god, cardstock. The way CJ talks, CJ and
oh my God, the cardstock is the greatest thing ever.
him
No
and,
idea.
and
You were that kind of
another one
person who printed your resume on special paper, weren't you?
You're
Look,
not
he
wrong.
just really wanted them to know how much he cares about My Little Pony.
Oh.
Oh, that resume.
Do not even get me started on that one. But so I'm totally with the times, you guys. I'm playing both a really old game and a brand new game on my PS4 right now.
Who are
so
you, me?
Bloodborne is on sale right now for the collector's edition thingy, the Game of the Year edition. So I picked that up, and apparently I am a masochist and just started playing Bloodborne in front of my children. So, Father of the Year. However, I'm blind, so my kids are like, yeah, there's a thing back there. You might want to dodge. Dodge! Fine, I'm dodging.
Dodge!
Wow, that must be a very interesting game for you to play.
No.
Hey, Daddy, there's a giant dog behind that thing over there. You're right, there is a giant dog. You want me to go hit it? Throw a cocktail
You
at
died.
it. Now you have died. Well,
What?
yeah, you can throw Molotov cocktails at giant mutant dogs in Bloodborne. It's fantastic.
I hear it's a little bit. The combat's a little bit easier than Dark Souls. It's faster paced.
It is. I played Dark Souls 3, and I kind of hated it because of how slow it works. Bloodborne, from the hour that I played it before now, mainly to get used to the controls before Monday, when I'm probably going to be doing a drinking stream of it. It's I like it a lot. I really am enjoying the combat of it. It's a lot more fluid, and does kind of allow you to be, a little bit more aggressive with it, instead of just being like dodge, 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 stab, 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 dodge, 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 stab, 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 stab.
Yeah, waiting for that one frame where they're vulnerable and exploiting it. But
Yeah, I mean,
with Bloodborne, it's like they have that slight health recovery mechanic. So
yeah. So another thing that I've got my children into, a lighter thing, is Digimon.
Digital monsters?
Digital monsters.
Digimon are the champions.
They are far superior to Pokemon. I can't wait for them to reskin Pokemon Go as Digimon Go, because then I'll give a shit and play that game.
Oh,
be still my heart.
Shots fired.
Had that back in the 90s with Tamagotchis that had little GPSs in them that rewarded you for walking with them.
I remember
I
those.
forgot about those.
Yeah, those were.
One of the Pikachu on it too.
There was a Pikachu one.
It was yellow, yeah.
I remember getting
Wow.
one of those Tamagotchi ones when I was in middle school. I rewarded walking, and that's when I strangely enough got into track and field and everything like that. So so my kids discovered while they were watching Fairy Tail that all of the Digimon is on Funimation and Crunchyroll. So they've took it upon themselves to begin watching Digimon from season 1, and I freaking love them for doing that.
The first 2 seasons I enjoyed. The third season got kind of real.
The first 2 seasons are super hyper 90s, and we watched the Digimon movie lately, the one that was made in America, and kind of.
They just
the
put
one that
out. They just put out 3 new movies last year that are pretty good. They're all grown ups now, and they're sexy.
Try is
Yeah.
amazing. It's Kabuterimon.
They're going to. They're supposed to be finishing that up here soon. I don't know when, but they're supposed to be finishing that up here soon.
So pretty much you can watch the first 2 seasons and then go straight into the movies?
Well, yeah, basically you can watch the first generation is 2 seasons long. It's the Devimon arc and then the Maedosmon arc, and then you have the second season, which is the one where Kairi no, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts lately.
Kari.
Kari. So it's not Kiri, it's not Kairi, that's Kingdom Hearts. She's when she actually joins the Digidestined full time and gets the Gatomon, if you listen to the Japanese sub. By the way, one of the few anime that I enjoy the dub more of the sub, because they say Gato weird in Japanese. What the hell is Gatomon and why is it a cat?
Well, to be fair, this is the same country that gave us the Tequila Gundam in G Gundam.
I forgot about that.
So along with Bloodborne being, me staying with the times, I've been playing Injustice 2 on the mobile phone and the console, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. They see, Ashley's doing what my wife is doing and just watching me play it.
I'm not even so much watching Jason play it as he'll go, I really want to show you Darkseid's power move. So I just sit there and he shows me all the stuff he wants to show me, and then I say okay, and then I leave.
That's nice to hear.
That's nice to hear.
I'm just not good at any game ever. Little Big Planet is way beyond my fine motor skill set. So it's cool, it's pretty. I don't care. I don't care at all, guys.
I like the girl a lot in Injustice 2. She's really cool in this. Like
And Wonder Woman, which is crazy because it's the same voice, Susan Eisenberg, who did her voice in the Justice League animated movie show, and she's like so evil in this version.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is the Injustice universe.
I really enjoy Evil Queen Wonder Woman. Like, I really like that as a character arc. I don't think I would enjoy it with a permanent like fixture in the comics or anything like that, but I enjoy Injustice Evil Queen Wonder Woman. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've just been kind of goofing around with it. I've been, just messing around with that, and whenever I can get the PS4 because Rachel's been playing Digimon so much.
I heard her.
Hi, Rachel.
I picked up Has Been Heroes for the Switch, and that's
How was that?
It's so much fun. It's some weird like controls to begin with, and then like you get adjusted to it pretty quickly because it's really fast paced. Like it's fast paced. It's like it's a weird combination of turn-based RPG with real-time RPG and roguelike and goofy, weird fun. Like the storyline of this is, without giving too many spoilers, is these are epic heroes that saved the kingdom many, many, many times. That was decades and decades ago. Now they are being hired by the king again to bring his daughters to school.
Oh, okay.
Appropriate use of their talents.
Yes. And then shenanigans happen. But that's what you get on the book is on the box is there these old heroes are bringing the king's daughters to school. So that's all I'm going to give you.
Seems legit.
And it's so much fun. It's weird, like not taking itself seriously kind of thing. The writing is really, really great. The sound effects and the music is really good in it. I'm going to do a bigger review of that on Sunday. So time for, anime weeaboo time. I finished up finally Twin Star Exorcists. And hey, you guys, anime can actually end a series on a high note and have a happy ending. Holy crap, I had almost forgotten what that's like.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
The girl gets the guy because that's how that works in this show, and like everybody lives happily ever after, including the demons. So like, cool. I could deal with this because I was expecting it to end really poorly, like almost literally every other anime.
You were expecting some tones of Earl Butcher?
Yes, or Assassination Classroom, or God forbid it. Also, Angel Beats. Also, fuck Angel Beats. If you ever feel like you don't cry enough, you can always watch Angel Beats and just cry your eyes out.
No, Assassination Classroom is pretty bad.
Yeah, Assassination Classroom is real bad. Aside from that, like I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, so I've been rewatching all of Team 4 Stars stuff. So the bridging and all of the stuff. Like I'd watched all of DBZ Abridged, but I just recently watched for the first time Strawberries and Cream.
Strawberry. We're watching Strawberries and Cream.
What happened? Strawberries and Cream. That's good.
Was that
That's
the
a good
new
one.
Magical Girl anime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that have a happy ending? Please tell me
However,
that Strawberries and Cream has a
however,
happy
dark, and it's how magical girls die when they get too old.
ending. What?
That's a show.
Well, everyone in anime is like 14, including like Sailor Moon's mom. So
You're not wrong.
Love Sailor Moon's mom.
with her blue hair.
Yeah, right. I just watched Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged for the first time, and that's a lot of fun. And considering my hatred for Final Fantasy VII, like it actually made me enjoy it. So
Oh.
Wow, I might actually have to check that out.
You should watch Hellsing Ultimate.
it is so good.
Oh my god. They make Alucard such a douche.
He's so good though.
But do you notice who voices him?
Oh, kind of. It's Takahata 101. It's Nappa / Perfect Cell.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just he is amazing in that.
Yes, but it is pretty much his exact Perfect Cell voice, which is kind of weird. So like, I'm just kind of waiting for Perfect Cell to start whipping out with that shit that Alucard does.
Yeah, but it doesn't change. It just over exaggerates his already attitude that's already in the anime.
That's the whole point of a good abridged.
Yeah, I've never actually seen that. So it's like I just enjoy that one, and I don't think I could actually watch the real anime without thinking, that.
Yeah, the voice in the abridged is actually better than the English dubbed one.
Kind of like it makes me sad when I watch, DBZ with my kids, and it's not DBZ Kai because that's not streaming anywhere. But I watch DBZ with my kids, and I don't get Toku Sentai when the
Ginyu Force show up.
Where's my Toku at? Oh,
put it on the soundboard.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so like it's kind of sad. Like they've done such a good job at parodying everything. It makes me sad when it doesn't actually show up in the real thing. So like I just watched Alucard. I just watched Hellsing. I think that's what I'm gonna let my Hellsing experience be. Is just that.
Yeah. Or whenever they're not getting copyrighted to hell.
Yeah, that's what they're fighting.
What is this?
Also,
the second time that they've been removed?
Try 7th. Pretty much they call it the spring cleaning. That every time Toei just apparently gets a new person that mans their YouTube algorithm, and they get taken down because Toei apparently does not understand what parody means, and they always get because it's parody. And that's pretty.
I mean, it's a parody and fair use is not a legal defense. It's more like a security blanket. So, I mean, if the copyright holder wants to knock you out, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
Yeah, technically, it's annoying, and maybe it's not in good humor, but it's their IP.
Yeah, they tend to back down after a while.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just I'm sure you could be able to speak about that kind of thing, considering you read a Star Trek show for
30 episodes. Well, that was like something that we had to consider because CBS can sue you if they want, as they have done to people in the past. But like one of the things that's important, and I don't know specifically, I'm not familiar with exactly what you guys were referring to, but like to use parody and fair use, you have to be directly commenting or criticizing what the subject is that you're working from the IP of. You can't just be like, I really like Super Sentai, so I'm doing my version of it, but I'm doing it with $300 in my pocket, and so it's parody and fair use.
Yeah,
that's
I've actually had to kind of go to toe with that with some of the stuff that we do here. We do a sub show called Rant and Review where we take movies and we rant and review about them. And one time, it was strangely enough the only time that we've ever actually had this problem was Undercover Brother. We played a snippet of Undercover Brother on the show, and I flat out got a cease and desist letter from them. And I'm like, no, you are literally reviewing the movie. You need to back the hell off.
CJ, you got to understand. You touch the fro, you got to go.
You got to go.
I don't think we're ragging on that movie either. I don't think we'll rag. I think everyone was quite positive on that. Well,
no, everybody loved the movie.
Yeah.
It was a matter of algorithm. The algorithm hit it, and apparently, whenever whoever the production company, whenever their algorithm hits it, they just immediately start slinging out cease and desist letters. So I legitimately got a cease and desist email. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they probably didn't even watch it. They just saw that you had their content and just sent you an email.
They just got a C&D bot sending these things out.
Yeah, probably.
And talking about that, apparently they don't like us playing DuckTales in Germany, right?
Yeah, DuckTales in Germany. Yeah,
no DuckTales songs.
No.
Yeah. You see, we were worried when we did the Ridiculous Six that we were going to get a cease and desist letter from Adam Sandler. But
look, nobody gives a shit about that movie, including Adam Sandler.
I like that movie. It was a fun movie.
You're the one.
It was a terrible movie.
I'm really glad though that you liked it. I hope everybody likes everything, but let's face it, that movie didn't do great.
Whoa, no. I'm not saying I would go to a movie theater and watch it. Hell no.
But it was fun to talk about.
It was fun to talk about and sit at home.
I still resent you guys a little bit for making me watch that movie.
Oh,
you still?
You still?
No, it was rough.
Yeah, whatever we
real rough.
Review, by the way, we'll be doing next week. Raul's like, let's do do-over, and at this point,
Of course not.
No.
Never do
just call
over.
that now.
Never do
Refuse.
a do over.
So Dale, what have you been up to?
Oh hi! Okay, so there is a craze that is currently sweeping the nation of Australia. Hang on a sec, I need to grab this.
Oh,
No,
he's
it's not my
here.
hat. It's not my sparkly hat. I'm not grabbing my hat. We are running. Why am I hearing myself? I'm hearing myself, and it's terrifying. So anyway, our local Woolworths.
Imagine how we feel.
Yeah, I know, right? A local Woolworths is holding a kind of, and speaking of, I don't know if they've got permission, but obviously they have to send out these little super disc things that have like characters on it. So that's Winter Soldier, right there.
That's cool.
If I can have my hand stay still. There's 2 Captain Americas in here somewhere. We've got Black Widow here, and of course I'm collecting these little disc things because.
Are those fucking pogs?
Yes, I was about to say that.
They're like little Pog disc things.
Oh,
That's
for fuck's sake.
that's Nick Fury. We got Nick Fury coming up.
And he's a
Those who do
little-
not learn from the past are doomed to repeat its mistakes.
We're talking about Australia here, so don't be surprised. We're about
You didn't have pods in
25.
Australia?
Yeah, we do now,
Young
and they have
Ranger.
Marvel characters all over. So Captain America, of course, my dream that never leaves my side. So of course I'm collecting these little disc things because I have to have something to do with my life. Now that all I'm waiting to do is
Better things to do with your life.
Is there though? Is there really? I like the look at
Iconics
those.
are better.
You have to
So what do you
remember,
do with these?
he
What do you
lives
do
in
with these super
Australia.
discs once you have
Going
them?
outside may end his life.
Yes.
He's trying
This
to
is
break the
true.
kangaroo habit, you guys.
Yeah,
Give
see,
him a break.
This is my form of release from not jerking kangaroos. I'm trying to wheedle my way off that and kind of collect these little Marvel character discs. What do you do with them? You can like put them together and build weird shapes. I just have them in.
One of the few times that you can legitimately have Captain America and Winter Soldier in their movie forms touch butts and stuff.
See, there you go. And literally touch butts.
CJ, whenever you come up in your head canon, can you keep it in your head?
Not
Hang on, I think
done.
I
Don't kick shame
I
me.
think I can recreate that now. Hang on, if you give me 2 seconds. Where is Winter Soldier in here? We're doing this. No, that's Nick Fury. I don't want to put him with anyone.
Why not?
Once you
Oh,
go
here you
blind,
go.
go back.
Iron Man and Wasp. Look at that. They're now together. See?
No.
No, I believe Iron Man would try to do that.
Black Widow and Nick Fury? Really? You don't want that combination? No? Okay. You can create combinations, and you can apparently there's like a little mini game. I know. I'm just gonna.
I mean, there's only a
What was that?
Thank you.
What's that?
Thank you, Australia, for
you can take the Hulk,
making
so
us
I mean,
feel
there's not
better.
much difference between Nick Fury.
true.
The Hulk is apparently the super rare one, and people are like selling multiples that they have on eBay for like $90. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah, like people are getting really into this collecting.
Welcome to the aftermarket
Australia.
of collectibles.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe what people will pay money for.
Right?
It's the internet. Of course, people are. If there's a demand for it, people have to supply it. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. See, look, Brow,
Yeah,
you can't
guess.
yell at me for that sort of thing. And now Josh has left. See, now I've made Josh slave, so that's exciting. My little disc collection is not impressing Josh apparently. So I've got that. I've got that
No,
going
just-
on for me.
Just a hard disk failure.
Oh, what a-
Oh man.
better call IT, Raul.
Raul, get on there.
Have you tried turning it off and then on again?
Worst comes to worst, if you can't get it to work, you can just slide over across from the other side of the room and join into a window.
Yeah, we'll just
Share a
plug in
camera.
the big mic, but he's reloading the tab, so hopefully.
So I'm collecting those little disc things because, well, Marvel, I have to. They're going to mean something someday, somewhere. I'm sure of it. But apart from that,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You never know. Also, when people say I can collect all the Captain Americas that I can ever dream for, then I have to be on. Anything Captain America.
I just see Dale laying in his bed, throwing them all up like that.
All the Captain America being showered in Captain America's.
I know that's a movie
Fall down in
reference, but I
slow
don't know the
motion.
movie. What's the movie reference?
I think it's. I think you're referencing American Beauty there.
Is that it?
Except it was rose petals instead of dogs.
So I'm the Australian beauty, but instead of rose petals, it's these disc.
Australian Beauty.
Australian
I live.
You live from
He's
your
back.
hard disk failure.
That was a quick recovery for a hard disk failure.
Yeah,
Our
right.
VPN really doesn't like for us to be on Hangouts, like, at all.
No, that sucks.
Beats having all my information sold most of the time.
Ah, see, that might sounds like a new problem. Anyway, also, I've been watching. There is an independent Australian TV show, but it's only on YouTube, so I don't know if that's a YouTube show. I guess it was originally made for TV, but no one picked it up, so they moved it to YouTube because.
Is it called Hi Hitler?
Oh,
No.
Or
It's
rostered on.
No.
Oh, rostered on.
It's Hi Honey, I'm home, which only lasted till the first commercial.
What?
It was in Australia.
I didn't
It
hear
was
about
called
this.
Hi Honey, I'm home.
It might
Let me
be
look
to-
it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
and I'll
please
get
look that up. See, I thought you were just talking to me like normal. That's anyway.
Oh no.
It's called Rostered On, and it's about these group. It's a big box electronic store, and it's literally the hijinks and the worst possible.
Sounds like Superstore.
It's
sounds-
retail the comic in sitcom form.
Exactly.
Like
but
Superstore.
More like Superstore.
Which is in its second season. Ugh.
Now. Why is that show still going, by the way, for the record? Just on a side note. Why is that show
Superstore?
still going? Yeah.
It's cute. It's funny.
But anyway, yeah, Rostered On is about like this group of this store and basically how customers always come in and cause trouble. It's 6 episodes, so it's like a mini series kind of. They run for about, I don't know, anywhere from 18 to half an hour in length. It's pretty good. I like it, but it has a very indie feel, if that makes sense. Like, it's not. It's like it's a 2-camera setup. That aren't being paid much. So I suppose
So you're
for
saying the
that,
production value is not great.
it's not that it's not great. It's not. It's cheap, but for what they have, they're using it really well. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, it's well
So-
done, but you can tell that it's not like a major studio production.
Yeah, it's a local production company, but for what they have, it's really good. And for anyone who is working in retail or has worked in retail, it's so on the money, and they're not afraid to show that. Not for the kids, for the record. There is swearing and some nudity, I guess. There's butts and things, so there you go.
Yeah,
Christmas
Butts and
party.
things.
Christmas
This
Christmas
is like
party. That's all I have to say. The joys of Christmas parties.
this is springtime for Hitler the sitcom.
Yes.
The springtime for Hitler's Honey, I'm Home thing. Hail, honey, I'm home. Oh, yeah. No, they've shot 11 episodes of this Honey, I'm Home. Of course, the production company is Noel Gay Television. Of course, that's it. I'm trying to...
It's UK. Sorry, I thought it was Australia.
Are you saying the UK and Australia are the same thing?
No.
2 Americans.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what. Deal with it.
That's about it from me. And of course, not much going on if my life has been invested into plastic discs. Speaking of which, Josh, what have you been up to?
Josh.
Who?
Oh, sorry, he cut out as he said the name, so it's like.
I know. I was like, I hope it's not me.
Josh, what have you been up to?
Unfortunately, I've been low on free time for the most part the past week or so. Work's been consuming a lot of free time, although I did have / took last weekend off because amazing things. Carrie and I went down to Orlando for the weekend to see the Proto Men.
That's before men.
Oh,
And yeah, they put on a really damn good live show.
For anybody
Yeah, they
who's-
do.
who listens to this show and knows that we have a huge love affair with I Fight Dragons, it's essentially them but more rocky.
I want to make a companion band to I Fight Dragons that's like tilting at windmills or something like that.
The tilt is real.
It's a Don Quixote joke, guys. It's literature. I'm sorry.
I got it. I understand. I'm right there
I
with
got
you.
it.
I'm
I
just
laughed.
teasing.
I
Well,
fix
you cut
computer-
out.
I do not read. My technical knowledge is connect cable to port B.
no.
That's a letter.
That's what you read every
Raul's
day.
in Texas, so it's illegal for them to read a lot there, and same thing with Alabama. So come at me.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Easy.
Come at me.
At least we don't have Florida man popping up in the news every day.
Ah.
To be fair, Florida Man is a unique form of entertainment.
Exactly.
Also, you have your own Florida man. It's just that we have more open freedom of information laws.
There was a George Bush dish in there somewhere. Okay.
I literally said that. Is my mic not on?
Yeah, your mic's on.
You're cutting out. You might need to reseat it during the break.
But outside of that, no new games being played, just the same old head bashing against the wall with League. Still playing a little bit of Warframe on the side. I am, however, exceptionally excited. I did not even know this game was coming out, but apparently there is a Battle Chasers RPG coming to the Switch, and I am stoked. Because
I
one,
out to them for Gamer Geek stuff. So
So yeah, that was a comic book from the '90s that I enjoyed quite liberally, and to see that it's getting a admittedly extremely gorgeous looking video game just makes me real happy, and I can't wait for it.
THQ Nordic?
Yes.
I thought THQ folded.
Remember I said the same thing when we saw that Darksiders 3 was a thing? And you guys were like, no, it's not. And then I'm like, all right, sure. And I looked it up like, yeah, they absolutely did file for Chapter 11 a few years back and kind of folded. But now they're back. Because THQ can never end. They have to bring back,
it is eternal.
They have to bring back Monday Night Nitro for the N64.
There's also what's the other one? Space Marines. Dawn of War.
Yeah. See, yours is actually referencing a good game. Mine was being facetious.
Oh. Well, no, I had a roommate that was like super into Dawn of War.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Key emphasis there. Had a roommate.
Past tense.
Now my roses are very are in bloom.
Oh,
mine too.
It's the season for it. What can we say? It's the right season for roses to be in bloom, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
My lemon tree is blooming. I want to be included. What?
Well, then why don't you tell us what you've been up to, Jared?
Somebody planted an
Who,
orange
me?
tree in my apartment complex, and it smells amazing.
Nice.
Because
That sounds
Florida.
nice. Well, tis the land.
Yeah.
Of
Land of
oranges.
orange and honey from what everybody tells me.
So I've only been watching old things that other than what I watched for S4. I decided to use that Star subscription on the Amazon and get my money's worth, and they had Fifth Element on there. So for like
Nice.
first time in like 15 years, which is way too long, I watched.
Oh,
Fifth
damn
Element.
it! We missed that Fandango event.
Oh, we did,
Yeah, it
didn't
was
we?
the 20th anniversary. Yeah. I missed it too.
So-
Don't feel too bad.
Quick question: isn't the Fifth Element pretty much Die Hard in space?
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Just because Bruce Willis is in it doesn't mean anything, Raul. Jeez.
Exactly. All I gotta
Not all-
say is, man,
Not
that
all Bruce
movie,
Willis movies look the same.
that movie holds up 100%, man. That movie
really
Absolutely.
is absolutely
come on.
wonderful. And how
Gary
much more
Oldman.
I enjoyed it as a Gary Oldman and whatever
As
that
a
weird
grown-up,
accent he was
yeah,
doing.
I hated that movie when it first came out. Like I really
I
disliked
saw it
that
in
movie.
theaters, and I liked it, but like so much of it went over my head. And I was watching it again. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe my parents let me go see this movie."
I mean,
All I remember was that
Ruby.
there were boobies in it.
I mean,
Yeah, Ruby Rod and Chris Tucker giving the performance of a lifetime.
yeah, well,
Oh.
Super
Just
green.
throwing it all out there.
it did take much. I mean, he did like 4 movies.
He did. He made the Rush Hour movies and made millions and millions of dollars, and was like, "Nah, I'm
all Rush
good. I'm good. I think I'll just not do anything anymore. Thanks." The
Some
silver
people
lining
do
to
that.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
that's cool. I'd probably do
that dude who was in How I Met Your Mother and I think is completely mediocre made the Muppet movie and did that, and now he doesn't act anymore. What's his name?
Jason.
Jason
Segel?
Bateman, or
Yeah, that guy. He just like retired because he's a gazillionaire.
That's probably what I would do. I mean, if I didn't need the money, why?
Well, hell, isn't How I Met Your Mother like on
Mark Hamill did
syndication, like on 3 different channels?
Like Mark
I
Hamill.
don't have cable. I don't know.
He was Luke Skywalker, and then that guy from Wing Commander, and then there's the Joker. So like,
Wait, what guy was he in Wing Commander?
Because he didn't
he was just one of the voiceovers for the Wing Commander, like Wing Commander 3. I'm wanting to say,
But like, yeah, he didn't act anymore, but he voiced act a lot.
And Mark Hamill was also in The Guyver.
I'll take your word for it.
yeah, I totally believe you, Josh.
It's a great piece of cinematography based on an anime. So, I mean,
See?
and he's
Sure. It's
he's
Mark
really
Hamill.
super cool.
Oh,
Josh, you
He's
should
got the
feel bad.
action figure. Also, because my wife's a baker, we watched. They put seasons 2 and 3 of Great British Bake Off on Netflix, so we watched season 2.
I want to
Gosh,
watch
it's
that.
just so great. It's just great.
Why
It warms
not?
your heart and it makes you feel good about
It
yourself.
is.
And like, man, I want to just go bake some stuff. It's nice to see a reality competition show where people are nice to each other.
What?
Right,
Hey,
where they like help each other out.
They help each other out and they like cry when people get kicked off.
What, really?
Mhm.
You mean this
Yeah.
isn't like a go for the throat kind of competition?
You mean this is
Well,
not exactly what I've been watching? Like
It's
Kitchen
competitive and they want to win, but they're British and they have their sensibilities and it's all nice and everyone's nice to each other. It's great.
It's like there's this one episode of Chopped where 2 of the chefs became BFFs and like they're actually still friends to this day. It's kind of great.
Chopped is actually pretty good too. I enjoy watching Chopped.
Chopped
That's
is
why I
fun.
like watching the kids ones, because like even like they're also assisting and helpful, and like even like Gordon Ramsay is really less of a dick to them. So like,
Well, yeah, because they told him when they gave him his bucket of money, can you bring it down to like a hard G?
well,
Yeah.
also he's a pretty devoted dad, so like that's something that he was willing to do without too much poking and provocation.
Yeah.
Well,
What is-
I've seen a few times with it, like of course TMZ kind of watching where he's out with his daughters and like he's a super devoted dad. So he's not always like that Gordon Ramsay that you see on Hell's Kitchen is a character.
That's
So-
a persona for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no way you could beat that guy 100% of the time.
Yeah, not all the time.
It would be
Not all the
exhausting.
time.
It would just be exhausting.
All that swearing?
also-
Yeah, like, forget it.
I'm sure you could be that guy. Dale can be that guy.
I could
Not with that
so-
beard.
No.
Daughter graduated from preschool,
Aw,
Yeah.
yay.
growing up.
That's sweet.
Had her first dance recital, and then immediately told me she didn't want to do dance anymore. Sweet.
Good for her.
It's like, sweet, I won't make you do that, and I won't pay that $500+ again.
Oh, God. Thank you for
Yes,
saving
you
daddy
have-
money, princess.
I know. She's like, well, she wanted to do it the first time. So like, sure, well, you can try it out. And she's like, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. Sweet. I'm not gonna make you. You do what you want. You do what you do. You girl. You do you. You do you.
You go.
Oh man. So from preschool, she's going into kindergarten, right?
Kindergarten. Yeah, I know.
So is
Going
that going
into
to be
the
tougher
public
for
school
her
system.
or for you guys?
Whole new worlds.
A whole new world. I don't
It's gonna
know.
be tough.
I don't know yet. It's uncharted territory for me.
Because
on the one
I've
hand,
been on an elementary first day of school. There is so much
all the
crying.
crying parents.
So
No, both.
yeah, parents and kids. I was a little taken back when Kiara, my daughter, went into kindergarten for the first time, but like I got over that pretty quick.
Yeah.
One of the doctors where I work just enrolled her first and currently only son in preschool to start this August, and she teared up at the mention of buying him a backpack. It was adorable.
Oh wow. She's got it bad. No, I mean I like watching my kids grow up, and it's exciting, and I'm proud of them, and I don't know.
It is.
I don't know how it's
It
going
is
to be
a-
on the first day, and then she's going to be out of the house 5 days a week, which might be nice. I don't know.
Aw.
Jazz,
makes
Jazz is going to be in a fake bush watching her with binoculars.
Aw.
It's
Just the
it's a
boys.
good thing. Like it makes the weekends go. It makes the weekends like definitely a special time as opposed to I'm home all the time, Dad, and now you're here. Cool. No, it actually lets them have a realization of like, hey, the time that we could spend together is precious and important. So
Yeah.
actually, I had to get into my daughter grumped at me today because she forgot that I do not get summers off.
Aw.
So she's like, all right, what are we doing tomorrow? I'm like, I'm going to work. And she goes, wait, oh, no, you're not allowed. Can you ask your boss if you can take the summer off? And I'm like, it doesn't work.
Like I can
That's not how it
ask.
works.
I can
You
ask.
You will hear them laughing from here.
Yeah, right.
Give me
Yes,
food
that's called
and,
resignation or no, that's called unemployment.
Yeah.
Unemployment is-
Or FMLA, just have somebody break their leg or something.
Yeah, right.
I would discourage that, though.
Nope.
yeah,
Where's it?
that's not. Let's not.
Where is it?
And then
Doing
I
it. Be right back.
I don't
after
think-
break.
yeah.
I'm not allowed
Okay.
to break my leg. I feel
Then I
Rachel,
also
get the bat.
installed the Duolingo app, and I'm starting to learn French because why not?
Nice.
Dr.
Why not?
Qu'est-ce
I
que
know
vous
why.
pouvez dire en français?
No,
Oh, right. We got a Canadian in the call.
No.
I've only been doing it for 3 days.
Okay, let me try again.
Le château small.
Comment ça va?
Bueno.
No, bien. Ça va
No,
bien.
Spanish. Bueno.
There's this video that you guys need to look up when we get off the show. It's called the First Semester of Spanish Love Song. And my Spanish professor in junior college played it for us during our first semester of Spanish, and it's pretty great. Kind of just illustrates like all the amount of use you get out of your first semester of any language class.
Yeah,
The Flight of the Conchords song Fudu Fafa is a really good one for French. It's like all of your French 101 phrases that you really like. You can ask where the discotheque is because that's something that we all use in our daily lives.
Totally.
I haven't learned where is yet.
Ooh, a.
Où? Yeah, that will be
A,
useful.
where is? That's like one of the things I know in German too is wo ist? Where is this thing?
¿Dónde está eso?
¿Dónde está el pizzeria?
Whoa.
¿Dónde
Yes,
está
no.
el tequila y
El biblioteca, because that's another thing that we all know how to say in every language is the fucking library.
The fucking library.
Where is the library? I don't know. Do we have a library? Do we still have a library? I don't know. Do we have a library?
I was just thinking of that scene from Hocus Pocus.
Dude, you live in Alabama. You've never had a library there.
No.
We have a library. We have several. Thank you very much.
but
Actually,
they're all
hang on.
picture books.
Hang on. Can I do a callback?
Exactly.
It's ironic that Jazz is learning French because
I hate the French.
that's
Yeah.
irony, that is.
Oh man.
I don't remember the context of that anymore.
I don't
Know
know.
thy enemy.
No, not enemy. There you go.
No, you're
That
saying
must
I
have been
hate
a
a couple. No, that was like John Slater level. Like that was way, way, way back in the day.
I still love it though. Like that's just. It was I
Yeah, well, you know what I don't hate? Carrie, what have you been up to?
Aw.
Well, my neck hates me still, so that's fun. Um,
Yeah.
Still doing work and school stuff,
Rachel's been dealing with
and yeah, she's got it worse than I do, but I'm still annoying. And I recently
How's your eye
What?
study going?
my eye studying. Well, my ocular anatomy textbook told me that I should keep a skull nearby for reference while I read. So
Josh, get on it. Oh.
oh.
it. Just got.
Aw, that was adorable.
What kind of skull are we talking about here? Because I know a guy.
obviously, I just go to the closet where we keep the skulls of our enemies and get one of those.
Does it have to be human?
Does it have to be blood?
It does have to be human.
Have to be mine.
Does it have to be mine? Oh man, that's good that we have that we all got that reference. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have caught up and then turned right around and reread one of my favorite webcomics, which is a series called Paranatural. If you're into slice of life / supernatural genres / kids getting into wacky hijinks and pun-based humor, definitely read that comic because it's fantastic.
50.
Well, there's
It's
a pun
really-
in the
and
title, so it
beautiful.
makes sense.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful artwork too. Like this guy is just phenomenal.
Nice. Very nice.
That's what I've been doing.
Sweet.
All right.
Who?
Nothing.
That is everybody but Ashley.
Yeah. No one would actually.
You're missing me.
Oh yeah, Ralph. Sorry.
We
That's
don't miss
everybody.
you at all.
That's everybody important. Hey Ashley, what you been up
You've
to?
been, you've been throwing people downstairs again, haven't you?
What?
No, just under the bus.
Oh, just under the bus.
Take a drink. CJ forgot about me.
Drink!
Ding, ding.
I don't have any drink left. That's
I got you, fam. Drink for Dale.
drink for that. Thanks. Man. Hey, is that a Captain America cup? I need to get myself one of those.
We spent way longer than any human being should in a Walmart digging through a bin trying to get all of the Chibi Avengers cups that we could find.
Nice.
I kind of want to see Josh diving into one of those bins in Walmart, just like diving around like it's a ball pit. Like,
Can we do
There's
that
treasures to be found.
in 3 months' time? Can we do that? Can we get to a Walmart and do?
maybe I can get Josh to bring you to a Walmart because not even I'm crazy.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Especially.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen Lucifer?
Yeah, it's almost as though we do a TV show review show on the network that did Lucifer when it first came on. But you wouldn't
Yeah,
know
the first 3
anything.
episodes.
You barely read what I write in freaking Slack. Man.
You got something
It
to
is
do,
really
Chris?
good. It is it's oh man, the actor playing Lucifer is just so witty and just
And gorgeous. He's
yes.
fucking.
Yes, correct.
That's something like I even Jazz admitted that he's hot. So you know.
Well, he is.
See?
I know, but the comedy in there is so smart.
It is. Well, I mean, it's Neil Gaiman. Like, so he's even written a couple episodes, so like he's all up in that. So they kind of have to keep that going, or else piss off a whole bunch of fans.
Yeah. I've also been watching anime. I'm almost done with Death Parade. What's that?
Death Parade.
Yes.
Not
Death Parade.
Alright, Dishwasher Smile. Have you done with that?
Oh.
Wait, no, that wasn't the anime. That was something else.
That's a game.
That's a game. It was a good game.
Right after we talked about that, Markiplier came out with an episode of that game. So that was pretty hilarious.
There you go. Timing.
Yeah. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, Death
There.
Parade. Pretty much it is a beautiful animated show where when two people die, they go to a bar and they get judged if they get reincarnated or they get tossed into the void by playing a game to bring out the darkness of their hearts.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds
With an
anime
amazing
as well.
opening.
But the music in it is amazing. Is there some fascination
radio
with
flyers.
Japanese? No. Japanese and like smooth jazz, and
Yes, that's a big thing there.
because like the last two JRPGs I've played, it's very prominent in it.
It is. Like you got your idol culture and you got that, and then like jazz is right up there with those. So I mean that's a huge thing over there. At least right now. In about 10 years' time, that'll change. Don't worry.
Wait, jazz is huge over there? Jared, is there something you're not telling us?
His wiener
And
dog
you
is
do
And they also like country line dancing, don't they?
yes,
What?
don't get on that crap. Japanese line dancing is weird, you guys.
All line dancing is weird, you guys.
Thank you.
I'm a fan
But
of
makes
mine.
a point. She makes a point.
Even weirder in Japanese because they amp up everything. They never take anything like for granted, so they just go like real serious with their line dancing all the time.
Well, this is the same country where like bands have pre-choreographed dances to go with all the songs, and their fan bases are judged based on how well and how unified they do the dance.
True.
This is true.
Fair enough. Japan's weird.
All right, that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing great, but I survived one more week.
Yay. Do you get summers off at all, Raul, or no?
Nope, I work year round, but during the summer, I work 4-day weeks, 10-hour days, 4-day weeks,
I love those.
but we
Like,
get Friday off.
I really wish like I could just work 410s all the time. Like I freaking love that. It's such a good schedule.
I hate 410s.
Dude, no, like you're only there for a couple more hours and you get an entire extra day off. Like that is absolutely worth it to everything for me. Like
Depends on the workplace and also the commute.
yeah,
'Cause
I
if your
mean,
commute's long enough, a 10 turns into a 12, and
oh, you mean like I have 13-hour days regardless of how long I work? I understand.
Oh,
Yeah, well, my commute's like 5-7
Then again,
minutes.
your like cousin is the mayor of the city you live in, so you know.
No, I live in a pretty
small area.
You don't have a mayor.
he's
Yeah,
the
it's a
chief
village elder. Be nice.
Yes,
Chief
the chief elder.
What? I don't think you're helping your case here.
All right. So Ashley, what have you been up to?
Not a lot. I'm finishing up Jupiter Jet, which, if people don't know, Jason Inman and I kickstarted a comic book, our first creator-owned series at the beginning of this year, called Jupiter Jet. It's about a 16-year-old girl in 1935 whose dad dies over a mysterious jetpack, so she puts it on and becomes a hero and robs from the rich and gives to the poor, because that's what you do. You can pre-order it right now at jupiterjetcomic.com.
I did.
Nailed it. Look at you.
I could hear
Wow.
that plug going into the slot from here.
Oh
Like-
man, we've been getting a lot of our rewards, so like my house is slowly getting taken over. But we just finished our final draft on issue 5, which is the final issue of the first arc. So assuming it's a terrible failure and nobody buys it or likes it, that'll be the end of it. And we are starting our backup, which is going to be drawn by Jorge Corona, who drew We Are Robin and created a lot of those characters. And he's been working on Teen Titans and Flash over at DC. So that has taken up a lot of my time because I work a day job and then I work all night on everything else. And last Friday, I got to go see Wonder Woman, and it's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's great. That it's
So we're embargoed from reviews until the 31st, but we can give opinions. And my opinion, the superhero movie. So
Good.
I would have gone like 2 hours later and seen it again if I could have. And I really recommend that people bring their little girls to see it.
wow. Okay.
It's gonna,
All
gonna
right.
be pretty cool.
My main question is, do you need more than one hand to count the amount of colors in the movie?
Oh.
Yes. I would say that for all of the DC movies though. So
No,
I've
because
never-
all the trailers look all brown and gray, right?
yeah, I
That's
don't think
called
you can
sepia.
judge I don't think you can judge a movie based on the trailer because it's usually unfinished, not completely rendered footage. Oh, that's why Spider-Man looked rubbery as fuck the first time he showed up, and then when he showed up in Civil War. So that's don't insert a character 3 weeks before your movie airs, baby. Really good though. And they don't have a third act villain problem the way like Thor the Dark World does.
So we don't have an issue with Captain Kirk saving her. Like she's actually the hero. She doesn't go
Oh,
gambling.
he doesn't. No, he's not very Captain Kirky, which is nice. It's probably what's that Texas movie he was in? Hell or High Water aside, it's probably his best performance.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Because I don't like his Captain Kirk light. I'm kind of tired of it, and it's nice to see that just because your parents are producers and you don't have to work for your career, you could actually be talented.
Oh, zing!
Now, can you record that and send it off to Kim Kardashian?
I mean, she's famous for a sex tape, so that's where her problems lie.
yeah, right.
Ah.
I mean, that makes me think that is
Her
that is a
problems
good.
lie.
They don't try and do weird. Turns out that when Zack Snyder releases the raids of movies, they turned out to be pretty decent. I liked Suicide Squad.
Look, you can say whatever you want about the first 3 movies of the DCU. They all cracked $100 million, and most of them cracked $1 billion. So like they're doing just fine.
Yeah, so do Adam,
know?
but it doesn't make them good.
True.
And they
Yeah,
those
weren't you
Transformers
just
movies
saying
keep
earlier
making
about the
giant amounts of
Marvel
money.
Pogs? You're surprised what people will spend their money on?
Ah, see, there you go.
So we
People
do
spend
a
their money on 50 Shades.
we
Dale.
do
Shut
a
up.
fantasy every year, and I try to get the Transformers movies every year because those things make bank. Again,
Hey, you mean Spider-Man looking all rubbery? Is that what you? Hang on. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That actually looks better than the first trailer.
Ah, oh. Yeah, that trailer.
I'm just butthurt about that because I really wanted it to be Miles. Like I'm sick of like 16-year-old Peter Parker. Marry him to Mary Jane, make him a scientist. Like give me any other Spider. Give me Ben Reilly.
How about
Anyone.
a Spider-Gwen movie?
Or
Let's not go.
Silk. Or Mayday. Like
Oh, how about an
anyone
origin story?
else.
How about an origin story? Because we haven't had Spider-Man
How are
origin
we
in
going
a
to know
while.
Spider-Man gets powers if we don't do the origin story?
The audience won't get it.
Only going to be movie number 16 that Marvel's made with a white straight male lead, so that's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, okay. I'd be okay if they did the origin of Spider-Man in the opening credits.
You
And
see,
then kill him off and have him be Miles Morales.
You're right.
Oh,
I'm
But
okay
they
with
cast
this.
that little African kid from Beasts of No Nations, and if he's like 14 right now, and if they don't make him Miles and Peter's like tutoring him in school, kill a baby. It just has to happen. A little white male baby.
Alex Wade.
baby.
Need it to be Miles. He's such a good character.
Really
I'm sensing a little bit of anger. Have you tried making a man a sandwich?
oh.
Ugh.
It's funny
Yeah,
because I'm not the one who cooks.
Come back. Look at that. There you go.
We're probably going to get the Spider Pig before we get anybody as anybody other than Peter Parker in the suit.
Spider Pig.
Spider Ham is such a big Spider Gwen, so like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with like
Wait,
literally.
they actually had Spider Pig?
Yeah, Spider Ham.
Spider Ham,
Peter
yeah.
Porker.
And in Spider Gwen, she suffers a lot of head injuries, and every time she does, she projects Spider Ham, and he talks to her.
Because
I
he was
want a
he,
Spider-Gwen movie so bad.
he was the hero of
Go
Spider-Verse.
on.
Yeah, and because Jason Latour really, really loves him.
Good reason. I mean, it is absolutely the joke of the Simpsons. Spider Pig.
Oh, well, Peter Porker, I think, came before that
Oh, he did? I did not know that.
thing. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Peter Porker's been around for a while.
That's not something I ever really paid attention to. I just like,
So
hey,
there.
reading Spider-Verse, I'm like, hey, it's that Simpsons joke. I get that. And now I get that reference, and now I'm all sad because I didn't get it right.
Oh, you're Captain America.
Yes.
See?
Oh my goodness. So what else anything else you've been up to, Ashley?
I don't know. I started a new job. It's super weird and boring. Jason and I launched a new podcast called
Yeah, you just cut out there.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Just for me?
Wasn't just me.
Like, I started a new job and it's very bad.
Oh, it's super boring.
Ah.
But I've been unemployed for most of the year, so it's great to have a job again. And on Patreon, Jason and I just started a new podcast called Jason and Ashley's Excellent Adventures, and I talk about that. Jason talks about his trip to New York, and we both talk about how we almost got jobs in the adult entertainment industry, not as performers. But there's there's so much porn in LA, and it pays so well to work in it. Like, if you want to edit pornography, you can make a very comfortable living. So if you want to do that, go donate on Patreon.
Hand over fist.
Oh.
But I'm not saying where that fist would have been before.
Giggity.
The
On
show has been Halo. Thank you.
So we like playing covers of people who give us permission to play their stuff online. So I've been trying to get a hold of these guys for a couple of weeks now, and Range Capella did a entire Hamilton in 7 minutes. So Jazz, here is your ultimate promise of Hamilton covers of all of the Hamilton songs done in a cappella in 7 minutes. Other than that, we will take a word from our sponsors, and we will be right back after the break. Stay
Wait, we
tuned.
have sponsors?
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar?
Alexander Hamilton.
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait. I'm not thrown away my shine. I'm not thrown away my shine. Just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not thrown away my shot.
Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Telling the story of work,
Angelica, work, Eliza, work, the Skylar sisters.
Eliza, I'm looking for a mind
Mind
at
at work, hey, work, in the greatest city, in the world.
Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
Layer of good, I'll make, outnumbered, I'll play. Gotta make an all-out stand. You know I'm gonna need a right hand. Ooh, I do. Way down the outlet, so I can rise in the skies a little high. Down for the count and I'm drowning in you are to the revolution. I hope you satisfied. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, but we can live it anyway. We rise, we fall, and we break, we make mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, then I'm willing to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
wait for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 dual commandments. Oh, let me be a part of them in the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter where you decide to stay.
I'm taking this walk by the rain, making my coat red with blood stains. I'm never gonna stop until I make a rubber run amongst the remains. Watch me dancing on this skate with a raging of hell. I'm gonna find some more fun. Back with more guns and shit.
Alexander Hamilton.
I have soldiers in the field for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender my earthly life. The world will never be the same. The world turned upside down.
Isn't this enough? He will never be satisfied. He will never be satisfied.
History has its eyes.
History has its eyes on you.
What did I miss? Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a real nation. Would you like to join us? Stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello.
Take a break and get up. Run away with your thoughts for the summer. Let's go upstate where we can stay. You take a tour. You will make your life. Close your eyes and dream when the night gets dark. Don't say no. No, you can't say no to this. Oh, can I say no to this? Oh, don't say no to this. Oh, don't say no. One else is in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
My God.
In God we trust, but we never really know what got discussed. Click, boom, then it happened.
But no one else was in the room where it happened. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Washington on your side. To have Washington on your side. History has its eyes on you. I'm going home. We both know what we know.
I'll write my way out.
Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there.
Highlights.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I know my sister more than anything in this life. I choose her happy, that's all at this point every time.
Put what we had aside.
I'm standing outside. You could not be satisfied. God, I 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's quiet uptown. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking, I have pity. They are going through the unimagined. This is where it gets me. I should have known. I've got to throw away my sleep on your story. Who dies, who tells your story?
And welcome back. That was the amazingly talented Range Acapella. Make sure you hit them up on YouTube. Let them know that you love them. That was the entire, well, abbreviated Hamilton for those two who not actually listen to it. It's kind of a nice.
It's just the highlights. But, you know.
Get your teeth cut a little bit on the greatest thing to come out of
And have your microphone volume slowly go downward.
So,
People back from the break.
slowly getting.
I was also talking away from my microphone because I was adjusting the windows from the break.
Adjust your
So-
window.
Yes, because so my head was adjusting that way, which is away from the top of the microphone where I have to talk into because, hey, Heil makes great microphones, except for, you know, when you try to talk 2 centimeters away from the pokey bits.
Correctional. Hamana.
Hamana. So none of us put anything in the show notes for the second half of the show, you guys.
We can talk about how all I know about American history comes from Hamilton, so I assume your country was founded by hot black guys.
Yes, that is entirely
Just
That is 100% correct.
Well,
I mean,
Don't look
several
that
of them were involved, but not in the way you would think.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Ralph is on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt right now. Not the actor, just Thomas Jefferson.
Just Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, Thomas
No,
Jefferson.
Zombie
Otherwise,
Thomas
I-
Jefferson?
Because David Diggs is on Blackish right now.
Yeah, he's also on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
He gets around, which is great.
Yeah.
'cause he's great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on like every New York show.
Yeah, he just bounces around between them.
Ride that Hamilton wave, David. Ride it.
Right.
What you don't see is the sitcom style
And
montage
Leslie-
where he's changing between.
Yeah, yeah.
Leslie Odom Jr. is going to be in the new Orient Express movie, and he's like the only not white guy in that. So Aaron Burr going up and up and up in the world.
Solid.
Hey.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's going to be Gizmo Duck. That's important.
Yes.
and Bert in I almost said The Little Mermaid, but it's definitely Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary
Mary
Poppins.
Really,
Well,
Mary
not the
Poppins.
Mary Poppins things. That's fine. Gizmo Duck's what's important, though.
Who does that DuckTales
I mean,
thing?
it's the only time we're ever going to be able to see the Doctor and Hamilton be in the same area.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Oh my god.
Look, none of them recorded together. They probably didn't record in the same city.
Don't ruin
No,
my,
probably
don't
not.
ruin my fantasy.
Stop ruining my head cannon.
Can we throw in some Patrick Warburton for good measure?
I'm
Exactly.
sure he'll show up. He's in all the things.
Yeah.
When is that? New
As
DuckTales
he
thing
should
coming
be.
out?
This summer is all. I think that's all they've given us.
Yeah. I know.
Star Trek Discovery is like, we're going to start airing episodes whenever.
Yeah. I no longer believe that that's actually going to ever come out.
I don't either, to be completely frank. Like, they put that one trailer out that's clearly all cut from the 2-hour pilot, and I'm like, any more of it?
Wait.
Half
What's
of the
that?
actors you cast are not in it. Where's Anthony Rapp at?
Where's Anthony Rapp? That's the real question on everyone's mind. Where is Anthony?
Where is he?
Look, if you were in Rent,
Like,
you're the
literally,
most
where is
important
he?
person on any show. Jesse L. Martin has proven that on Flash.
Yes. I haven't watched Flash this season except for when they did the musical stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I got kind of out when I'm like, all right, they're doing yet another speedster. Crap. I don't really want to watch this again because it's also just Savitar, which, you know, I'm like, all right, I guess. I mean,
but it's not even Savitar from the comics. It's a different version of Savitar.
yeah, I know. Like, I was a little disappointed in that. I'm just like, all right, can do? Apparently, though, from what I've been told, is the next season's not going to be another speedster villain. So
I'll believe that when I see it.
yeah, right. I mean, we downplayed Gorilla Grodd to a point where he was a 2-time villain of the week, and then just like nothing. So,
well, it's an expensive effect. That's why.
yeah, and I guess,
and to make Barry run, like, that body double costs $1 million, and when your budget is only $2 million, it's tough.
That's fair. Jazz and I watch one of our shows that we record, small screen spoiler show every week, is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, like, we
with
make
a $5 million budget that somehow looks cheaper than the $2 million show.
Yeah, all that is spent on 5 minutes of Ghost Rider, then, you know.
Yeah. I think that the actor who plays Ghost Rider, I got to interview him. He's a really nice guy. I think he does a good job. I really want them to shove him over the Netflix universe.
I would love to see him pop up at the I keep wanting to say Marvel Knights, the Defenders.
Yeah, I mean, basically Marvel Knights. Let's get that version of Peter Parker. He was more interesting than high school Peter Parker.
Ghost Rider and
his
the
version
Punisher yelling at each other. Can we get that?
Sure. His version of Electro was in love with him. It was great.
Well, Jazz and I made the comment of, you know, we're never going to get a Doctor Strange in the Defenders, so we could have Ghost Rider kind of be the supernatural like lead of the Defenders, but that's never going to happen.
Probably.
But
not.
Benedict works for BBC money, so I think you could get him. You could get him for the pilot, or, you know, for like a couple scenes of the pilot. But you wouldn't be able to have him as a fixture on the show. No way.
Yeah, no. And also, I think he works for BBC money because I think he's going for that "Sir" in front of his name. So, you know, for Queen and Country.
Well, his dad has one, so he'll probably get one too.
That's fair. Hey, nepotism.
All in due time.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. We were just like, I was a little upset when we got the huge name for Doctor Strange. I'm like, oh man, that means like we're never gonna see him in the Defenders, and we're just gonna kind of get him kind of shoehorned Marvel movies from here until eternity, because that's how Marvel operates. I love the Marvel movies, I really do, but when the furthest outside of your comfort zone is Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, I think it might be time to kind of maybe redo something.
Neither of which movies passed the Bechdel test. Fun fact, even though we shoved 2 more females into the second one. What are the men that have ruined their lives?
Oh. God,
I have
right.
thoughts, guy.
I was just like, no, that's when they were talking about Thanos. But no.
Yeah.
Talking about Quill. Shit.
Also, why is Nebula secretly the best character and she's in like 20 minutes of the movie? Karen Gillan is so cool in that part.
He is, and I'm so glad that they didn't have her shave her head again, just because I like the effect of not having just having like the CG of it.
I loved though in Matt Smith's final episode of Doctor Who, where he had his head shaved for Terminator and she had her head shaved for Guardians, and they're talking to each other and they're both so obviously wearing wigs. It was great.
Such bad wigs at the end of that one. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I love the immediate memes. It's like, nice wig, you too.
Yeah.
So are we expecting any kind of? Do you think of? I mean, Peter Parker aside, being just white, hetero, cis. Do we think we're gonna get anything extra or special out of Thor Ragnarok? Do you think we'll do superhero movies? We'll do superhero talk since you're all into the geek histories and the stuffs and the whatnots.
Yeah. I know the coolest thing that we're gonna get out of Thor Ragnarok is that there's a Hunt for the Wilder People Easter egg in the trailer, and that's like the only thing I'm looking for in that entire movie. I don't know. That movie is interesting because it's Thor is such a problematic property for all of Marvel history in that he's had such limited goodness, and adapting him to a movie and casting an Australian was apparently the way to make him palatable. And who knew?
And who
but
knew?
since I didn't. But I love movies. Zealand. Yeah, that's true. The only Canadian played by an Australian that everyone thinks is American. And I love Taika Waititi. I think it's not Swirls, but I can't think of anything's titles. The vampire movie that he did, What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, there you go. It's so tremendous, and I think that kind of energy and that kind of life could be what Thor needs. But I don't know if I need Thor to be funny.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that one too. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, kind of like how Fox is like, oh, we made edgy Deadpool, we can make everything edgy. It's like, oh yeah, Guardians is great because it's not like the other movies and it's funny, so we're gonna do that with everything now.
Yeah.
And
Funny quick time.
Yeah, all the funny quips, and it's like because Thor 2 didn't make that much money. It's just like, yeah, we have to do something with Thor and also Hulk, so let's do kind of Planet Hulk, but not call it that, and also do the Guardians of the Galaxy effects because
Planet Hulk was so good.
It was.
Planet Hulk would have been an amazing movie or a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Yep, but we're never gonna get that because we have to have the buddy cop movie with Thor and Hulk.
Well, I'm cool with having Thor and Hulk be my buddy cop team up movie. I'm okay with this.
You don't want Science Bros? Tony and
Science
Bruce?
Bros.
Yeah, but
we can get there too.
Yeah.
We are no longer allowed to have Science Bros after Age of Ultron.
No.
I mean, it's Age of Ultron is not their fault. It's James Spader's fault. Another old white guy.
Wow, he just got rude.
Those movies that's
fired.
When I first saw Age of Ultron,
I married a white guy, so I could joke about it.
I loved Age of Ultron when I first saw it, and then it dropped incredibly the second time watching it, and then
yeah,
because you can tell immediately the point where Joss Whedon's done with everything. He's like, "Fuck it, we're done. I'm done with this crap."
Yeah. Fine, Thor's in a hot tub. Who cares?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's my favorite moment from that movie, though. Like, come on. Thor in a hot tub.
I'm not complaining about Thor in a hot tub. Look, it's one of the better qualities of that movie.
Exactly.
So I mean,
hot tub. There's lightning around. It all makes perfect sense.
I completely missed the fact that he was doing Batgirl movie, and now that he's taking over the final production.
Only I don't. He wasn't doing it. He was just like he had a meeting, and I think an intern overheard it and then told CBR.
Bloody interns.
Well, he's doing the end part because of Brian, not Bryan Singer,
Zack Snyder's.
Zack Snyder. His daughter committing suicide, finally taking the time off, be a mourning father.
Somebody drew a really nice piece of fan art actually of Zack Snyder talking to the Justice League, and he's like, "I have to go now. My family needs me," and then he flies off.
Oh,
and that's kind of how I like to think about this whole situation because I don't care what you think about Zack Snyder. I don't care what you think about the movie. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, and that
is the right thing to do for him. It doesn't matter about the movie.
I mean, I may not have enjoyed his superhero movies at all, But as a father, I can only imagine the grief of having my daughter commit suicide and what that could do to me. So like, bravo for being like, you know what, and him just openly admitting, I just can't do this anymore. I need to go spend time with my family. And so yeah, bravo, not Bryan Singer. I don't know.
Bryan Singer's the guy with the pool parties who makes out with underage boys.
Oh right.
Wait, what?
Well, he's been he's twice been actions brought against him by young men for acting inappropriately towards them at his home, and twice they've gone away because of money. And it's that thing where when it happens more than once,
yeah,
I tend to give it a little more credence anyway.
I did not know that was.
Yeah, that's why they yanked him off of the last X-Men movie.
That's right.
And that's why we had
They told me he wasn't coming back. Whatever.
Yeah, they told me I wasn't coming back, so it's like, eh.
And then
They're
we had
like, also, it's all the same plot.
Yeah, kind of like I liked Logan. I really liked Logan because it wasn't just this 3 bits over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So having such a great actor playing such a key role and just having him come off looking and acting kind of like Ivan Ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie kind of pissed me off. I was so psyched when we got Apocalypse. Like, yes, wait,
Apocalypse.
what is the crap?
That's Poe Dameron and
yeah.
No.
I like how Oscar Isaac Jewish, and he's been space guy, and he's been Egyptian. All you got to do is do his eyeliner a little differently, and he can be from anywhere.
He can be from anywhere.
Like Ben Kingsley.
Like Africa, yeah, right. The whitest white guy to play an Indian.
Or my favorite is Johnny Depp as the Lone Ranger. See, there you go.
Yeah, Tonto.
No, that was painful.
Tonto. Oh, man.
He's grown into a very problematic figure these past 5 years or so.
Oh yeah, last year when like the allegations of him beating his wife came about. So it's like,
yeah.
Not doing much right now, right?
Hey, well, yeah, the whole thing about how he tried to bring his dogs to Australia illegally, and then the dogs got deported when he was trying to shoot the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
And he started beating his wife because his dogs got deported.
Oh.
The domino effect. See? It's
No,
the domino effect.
Hold on, you guys. He is in a new movie that we have to go see, all of us, called Sherlock Gnomes.
Hard pass.
It's called You Could Not Pay Me Enough to Go See That Movie. Like, seriously.
No, you could pay me to see that. I went and saw Criminal, and I went and saw that new Jason Statham movie last year for money.
Hey,
I would go see Sherlock Gnomes for money.
The question is Sherlock Gnomes in the same universe as Romeo and Juliet?
I think it is. Yeah,
Juliet is fantastic.
It would not surprise me. I'm looking up. As soon as my IMDb stops jumping around fucking pictures.
Yes, it is.
It is. Yes.
It's Romeo and Juliet. Sherlock. Yes, it's Romeo and Juliet. Sherlock Gnomes.
I'm suddenly so into this movie.
When is this coming out? Please tell me when this is coming out.
January 12th, 2018.
If you follow William Bibiani, who writes for Crave Online and who's been on a lot of Collider stuff and who is sometimes my boss, he every day posts a countdown of how many days there are until Sherlock Gnomes. So follow him for that. He's been doing it for like a year.
I respect that.
I am so into this movie all of a sudden. Garden Gnomes, Romeo and Juliet recruit renowned detective Sherlock Gnomes to investigate the mysterious disappearance of garden ornaments.
This has to be on the SmackDown, first of all. Second of all,
it will be. You guys
Chats has already noted that down.
Are they trying to get a series out of this thing?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Everything has to be now.
I wonder if
I can't wait for Moonlight, the franchise.
Oh, Moonlight 2? Yeah, where are they going to go with Moonlight 2? Like,
no lies, I'd watch the fuck out of that. It was my favorite movie last year.
So after Sherlock Gnomes, do we get Nomar's Odyssey?
Ah.
No, don't cite the gnome puns. No,
Why not?
pun
It's a pretty
intended.
short list.
No. But
That gives new
Man.
meaning to gnome pun intended.
no. Okay. I have new buttons. Don't make me use.
I know
yeah.
that. I know that, Dale.
I forgot that he is Grindelwald on Fantastic Beasts movies. So I guess that's what he's doing, as well as beating horses with Pirates of the Caribbean.
You said what?
Apparently, he played Donald Trump in Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie.
Wait, is
That
Donald
was a
Trump
thing?
in the movie? That's a thing.
It was a
Made for
what was
TV
it,
movie.
Laugh or Die.
Yeah, it's a Funny or
Thing.
Die. Funny or Die
Funny or
presents
Die.
a satirical rendition of Donald Trump's 1987 best-selling business book, The Art of a Deal. With Johnny Depp playing Donald
He
Trump.
actually made a pretty
Howard
impressive
playing
Trump.
Alfred Molina is Jerry Schrager. Robert Morse is Patton Oswalt is Merv Griffith.
Can we do this instead of our written review? Thanks. Can we do this next week instead of our written review?
No. No.
Henry Winkler is head coach. Cock.
Cock.
Trying.
I
Almost
have
there.
more than alcohol in my system right now, so like,
Yeah, anyway.
Jason Marzukas as Hobo Oracle. Where the hell is this movie at? I need to see it.
Geek.io watches Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal. The
Hobo
You
movie.
had me at
Oracle.
Hobo Oracle.
Hobo Oracle. Anyway, we've gone off topic.
We have.
Only a little.
What was our topic?
And we're about done with our time, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you so much, Ashley, for coming on and hanging out with us schlubs. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me and for letting me have feelings about things.
Anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Bring all the
Oh.
feelings here.
Quick question I have. Red Shirt Diaries. Are those based off actual episodes?
They are. They are in the original airing order of the first 31 episodes of Star Trek: The Original Series, all the way up to Amok time.
Okay, because that's actually making me want to go back and watch the original series Star Trek.
Yeah, go watch the episode on Netflix and then watch our episode because it always deals with something directly derivative of the episode. It's like what happened around the corner from where Kirk was. Like the salt monster wanders into my quarters. So yes, they do tie up directly to the original episode.
Oh,
That's some sort of use.
Jason plays like 18 characters.
The salt
I
monster.
haven't seen the behind the scenes, but who plays the what's it called? The dancing woman.
Oh, the Orion slave girl?
Yeah.
She only her arms show up in for behind the scenes videos or if they're in the regular episode anymore because it's been so long. But that was a woman named Jordan Keeble. She was our first AD. She wrote the court martial episode and she appears in the very last scene of Red Shirt Diaries. She is the new ensign who takes over my quarters. So those are her arms.
Those are her arms.
We couldn't paint someone all the way green because we had no money.
Oh. High face.
I see.
All right.
So where that my microphone went weird again. Where on the internet can people find you, Ashley?
You can find me all over the internet. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Ashley V Robinson. The V is very important. Twitter, wherever people are to be found. I'm all over youtube.com/Jawin, JAWIIN, where I do a ton of different videos with Jason Inman. We just did all the finale episodes of the DC TV shows. We're going to have more content to do with them throughout the rest of the summer. Preacher is going to start soon, so go check that out. Check us out on Patreon for more exclusive content and our podcast Geek History Lesson at geekhistorylesson.com or wherever fine podcasts can be found. This week, our episode is all about Baywatch. And then next week, we're going to be talking more about Wonder Woman, the Golden Age. And we have 2 Wonder Woman episodes tying into the movies. My Wonder Woman movie review is going to be going up on the Major Spoilers YouTube channel. It is embargoed until the 31st, so go look for it after that. And order Jupiter Jet, jupiterjetcomic.com. I think that's all the things.
Fair enough. busy woman you are.
When do you sleep or when do you eat?
I eat.
She eats 5 minutes before she comes onto a podcast.
Yeah, she eats 10 minutes
before we started.
Fair. You can listen to us live, of course, Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Fridays at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time over at geek-io.net/live, which redirects to our twitch.tv/geekio show. I really need to do SLR camp. TuneIn.alphageekradio.com/channel 1 or on channel 1 and diamondclub.tv. You can get a hold of us via email, geekioshow@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook, social medias are all /geekioshow, or give us a call, leave us a voicemail, good old one of those, 727-489-4335, 727-489-geek. For that one guy who keeps calling me asking why I don't answer the phone, hey, it's a hotline.
Play that on the show. Next week you should play that voicemail on the show. There you go.
Well, it's literally a guy, the same guy, always calling and saying, "Why aren't you picking the line up?" I'm like, because I don't monitor that line. I just get voicemails from it, man.
Man, come on.
Calm
Why are you
down.
working harder for the free content that you produce?
See?
That's the ultimate tier on Patreon. If you pay an obscene amount of money, we will you will have your own personal monitored Google Voice number that we may or may may not answer.
Yeah,
there
right?
you go.
Hotline? See, there you go.
Give us enough Patreon money. You can have my phone number. It's fine.
If you do donate
Yeah.
Only a man would say that. No woman would ever give out her phone number.
Well, if you do donate at the $100 level where you help us make a show, I would give you my phone number, and so would my wife. So, because, hey, then you do. Because, that stuff.
There you go.
See, I can't really give out my phone number because it's got a bunch of numbers in front of it. And
like 36 numbers. For some reason.
Americans can't handle that many numbers.
I know,
No.
right? Ridiculous.
Kevin, none. And a plus sign in front of it? That's not a number. That's a symbol on a keyboard.
That's not a number.
You're doing math, aren't you?
We're doing math. I don't know how to call Australia. I'm so
Oh, man,
confused.
a plus 64. I don't know what that means.
+61.
I just pulled a number out of my ass, and that was it. So
Let's see. What country is that? I want to know now.
What's +64?
Like,
I don't know.
like New Zealand or some crap? I don't know.
Maybe.
New Zealand. It is actually New Zealand.
Hey,
that
Jared,
was just
Look at CJ.
that was the logic
It's
leap.
country
Like,
codes.
Dale's is like
You
plus
can
6.
call the hobbits.
I'm like, his is plus
Well,
6.
how about
Looking in geographical area, it's either New Zealand or like the Philippines. So like,
Seems
uh,
good.
hey Jazz, what are we doing next week?
Next week we're taking the week off, so don't worry, everyone. We're just come back.
Yeah!
And,
Come on, Reddit! Woo!
no, for some reason, how did this get approved? Who approved this?
I don't know. The boss must have rammed this one through. I don't know why.
Oh, the
Oh,
boss is
God, I
just
shouldn't have
putting
said
his
that.
foot down. He's
I don't know.
vetoing it because apparently we're going to rant and review Sausage Party.
Yeah,
That's going to be a
Ram
thing.
and
Oh,
sausage
God.
party
That's
can
all
be
we're
used in the same sentence. I'm just
we
saying.
literally said let's brand review. It's been a while since we watched a really bad movie, and we all kind of jokingly said we should do this if it ever gets up on Netflix, and it got up on Netflix somehow. So hey,
I think Josh and Carrie are regretting saying yes to coming onto the main
by the
show.
way, for the record, those typically make the better shows for us to discuss because we are just having so much fun dissing the movie. Yeah, none of us are going to actually have fun watching this.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised. It'll probably be better than the Ridiculous 6.
Hey, but I was surprised at how good 9 Lives ended up being. So
This is true. Yeah.
I mean, better than expected. Come on, better than expected.
Yeah, that was
Okay, that's fair. It was better than I expected it to be. Sure. That's fair.
All right, you guys. It is time.
The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Pew 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 pew.
That's my fireworks noises. So for the third week at number 1, we have Raul Garza with $8.8 million with his Guardians of the Galaxy continuing to bring in the money. Charles McFall in second place with $4.6 million. Dale in third place with $2.7 million. Rachel in fourth place with $830,000. And I'm still waiting for my first movie, y'all. Let me get there eventually.
What movie shot? Oh,
Which is Wonder
Unforgettable.
Woman.
Unforgettable, yeah.
It's gonna make 100,000 the opening weekend. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I got Transformers coming up here soon, so that'll make or break me.
Do you think Wonder Woman's going to do Jurassic Park? 200.
Probably not, but
I don't know. It opens on a Wednesday, so there's potential for that.
It'll
Word of mouth is really good. It'll do at least. It's tracking for like 150 right now, so
Yeah, I don't know if it'll
it'll
get
do at least that.
200 though. It'll probably get to 199 now that we say that.
Yeah, right.
So close. So close.
So close, yet so far.
What's been on the network this week, Raul?
On the network this week, I'm not looking for the notes. The Generic Live Show reveals the real science behind the fidget spinner craze and reviews of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. What?
Yes,
Oh,
we don't review the movie, but we're reviewing reviews of the movie.
Small Screen Spoiler Show did their season finale. Find out how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends. The Manipul visits the Jersey Shore Orcs.
Orcs.
We do love the Jersey Shorks.
Yes,
I
I played that one up a little bit too much, I think.
It was fantastic.
Don't apologize in the least.
All right. Well,
to come out that way. It just worked so well.
Jesse Oaks. Anyway, show
All right,
time
Dale.
for Geek.io show 197. Oh god, this first one.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a long list. All right. I saw a drag queen lick Vegemite off her arm once. Minions Save Christmas. Also, Ben Affleck's butt. Hang on. Did the Minions
That's
save
a great butt, guys. It's great. It is mint.
No, did the Minions save Ben Affleck's butt as well as Christmas?
Sure.
Or
Yeah. Probably.
extended butt cut? Don't think the dunkle. Oh my god, the cardstock. It's cool, it's pretty, I don't care. Also, fuck Angel Beats. C&D bot, DuckTales in Germany, Australian black market, showered in Captain Americas, butts and stuff, springtime for Hitler the sitcom, you do you, girl, the fucking library. Do we have a library? Line dancing is weird. That Simpsons joke. The only Canadian played by an Australian that everyone thinks is American. Not Bryan Singer, the whitest white guy to play an Indian. The dog got deported, and wait, that's a thing.
Wow.
Long list.
I'm so sorry for
Butts are well represented this week.
Yeah, the butts are...
Congrats to butts.
Hey, we did take a step up from last week, so.
Oh yeah, last week kangaroo
And the way
joke.
you emphasized, the way you emphasized the effing library, it sounded like, you know.
Yeah, well.
Like, what kind of library is this?
I'm sure it exists.
I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it. I'm sure it's happened plenty.
Didn't you say that there's lots of porn in Los Angeles? Are there libraries there too? Is that?
Yeah, I know
Porn library?
exactly where the closest library to me is right now.
Me too. 'Cause we only have the one.
You're not
If you're
helping
going
my
to the library to get porn, though, I don't think you're doing it right.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows the internet is for porn.
Exactly.
True.
All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and head up off of here for the night. Thank you guys for so much for tuning in. Thank you, Ashley, for coming on, hanging out with us.
Anytime.
So everybody go watch Sausage Party and come back next week, you guys. We'll see you. Bye.
I'm gonna need a lot of alcohol.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
it's going to be a party of sausages.
This has been a Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2017.
Now,
All right,